Hello everyone. So I believe it's very important that I do this video in English too, because I think it's very important for men to understand how semen retention affects your relationship with women. Indeed, when you start retaining, what happens is you reframe your relationship with women, especially when you stop watching porn, you stop consuming video games, you stop consuming adult content, whatever. You start going excessively on instance, I would say, compulsory dating apps, social media, etc. And what happens is that attitude will change toward you because you're not anymore thirsty towards them. You're not needy. You're not clingy. You're not hungry, starving for attention, for sex, for ejaculation, for anything they could give. And also, they lose their power toward you. Indeed, I met a lot of women that when I told them, "Oh, I'm not interested in a relationship anymore," they're like, how can you be like this? Like, how can you be MGTO, men going their own way? It's because women have a hard time believing they cannot be the center of your attention as a man. You have to be your own center of attention. You have to be your own focus. If you're not your own focus, nobody will focus on you. That's why you need to take care of yourself first. And once you are like a full cup, you can pour yourself into others, like whether it is women, friends, male people, female, whatever, your children, kids, etc. And I always think about this quote about Wolf Waldo Emerson about like if you want to know if you are like a good person, like you attract kids go toward you, children like wants to play, children want to play with you, children want to be around you, they feel your aura, your presence, your genuine kindness, your your frame, your anchor into reality, also your masculinity, your strengths, your courage, your virtue. So once you retain, women are not like they're not avoidant anymore, unless they are not safe with themselves. So I just discussed with a girl at the yoga class, and she was like, "Yeah, yeah, distant, but not distant because of me, because whatever, or perhaps I cannot take it personally. When you retain, you take less thing personally because it's not about you anymore. It's about people, like especially women, because women cannot retain. They cannot do the same thing as we do. Okay." So this is why our relationship with women change. When we start retaining, like there is something they cannot understand anymore about us. Like on the physiological level, our testosterone goes up, our hormone, like male hormone, like overexpress lots of part of our genome, of our protein, etc. We have also pheromones, and women smell this, they feel this, but they cannot fathom it, they cannot decipher it. Why? Because they are not used to it anymore. Because retaining is the exception. Like it's not even the exception. It's a unicorn. Unless like you are in some community like of semen retention, etc. Even though I don't like too much the subreddit because I believe it's too there are too many like conflicting point of view and some people with lots of ego. So like gather a group of friends, try to do this with them, try to improve each other, try to foster a sense of community, of belonging. And that's the point. The hardest part in this is that we don't have a sense of belonging anymore. And when you retain, you feel you belong to this world again. Your ego starts going backward in your mind, and your consciousness goes forward. And you start to understand that you belong to this world, to nature, to the universe. And obviously it's not easy because sometimes you have flat lines or you have drops. Even though after 5 months I was retaining, I fell off my track because I was not transmuting, I was not grounded, I was not okay with myself, I had still like issues to solve. And once you can relapse. I did a video on this. It's like we are human. What's great about us is like we can fail, we can like lose, but we can stand up again and try again and finally succeed. Like the way of success is paid with failure, will say some people, but failure is a view of the ego, whereas lessons is a view of the consciousness, because there is always a lessons to be learned from what you experience. And finally, women will feel like they will not be terrified anymore because you don't want to jump on them anymore. You just want to enjoy the moment. You become more present. You become you just like you get you create a real bond, and you don't. And this way you can finally have a conscious relationship with a woman, sexual or not. That's why semen retention is so important in changing your view of the world and also your relationship with women. Peace, guys. Courage, strength, honor. Lots of love, lots of light, lots of strength and masculinity. Have a good day.